For anyone wondering what it's like working in marketing, if you're not wondering, scroll past.
I'm wondering.
Marketing is...
I asked so many experts, how much money should I spend on marketing?
Oh God,
and not
what are you going to
one
say?
of the
Holy cow, how good was that? Did you see how it actually bounced as well? Trying to wear all the hats of marketing as well, it's sometimes impossible. Don't be so hard on yourself as a business owner. What do you classify as marketing? What is marketing to you? Welcome to the Marketing Factory, where we don't blend in. I'm Marissa Candy, founder and award-winning marketer. And for over 2 decades, I've helped businesses think differently about their marketing and achieve powerful results. In this podcast, I'll share proven strategies so that you can create profitable marketing campaigns that drive real impact for your business. Ready to turn clarity into action? Let's get started. Hey, today we're in studio. We're reacting to some viral videos out there. Are you ready to come on this journey with me? I'm ready. Let's go. Hit me with video number 1.
For anyone wondering what it's like working in marketing, if you're not wondering, scroll past.
I'm wondering.
Marketing is being expected to be a specialist in strategy, branding, social media, email marketing, web design, copywriting, graphic design, content creation, video editing,
You tell us
photo
this stuff.
editing, only to then still get called that TikTok girl by your coworkers. That's marketing.
I love this. I love her so much. Yes, but haven't we come a long way? I used to be called, the colouring in department, the girl that blew up the balloons, We've really come a long way. But isn't it funny, the expectation of what we're meant to do now? Why is it? Can someone help me answer this? Why is it we're expected to do and know all these different things? My gosh, there is so many things. And so how's a business owner meant to be on top of their marketing when you've got to be all those people as well? So it's hard enough in us in marketing to try and be great at all those things. But, for all the business owners out there, you're meant to be brilliant at what you're doing as well as your marketing, as well as all those, how many job titles do you reckon she went through there? It was quite a few. So again, don't be so hard on yourself as a business owner. You wear a lot of hats as it is. Trying to wear all the hats of marketing as well, it's sometimes impossible, which is why people like us exist at the Marketing Factory, because all you got to do is rest assured that when you give us your marketing, we're going to be all those things. We're going to wear all those hats for you. It's going to be amazing. So you just got to focus on being you and wear all the other 500 hats that you normally wear. Okay, great video. Thank you. The next video coming in right now. Dare I click? Here we go.
I asked so many experts, how much money should I spend on marketing?
Oh God,
and not
what are you going to
one
say?
of these experts was able to provide me with an answer.
we didn't
I
have an
spent 4 years trialling various marketing spend versus return on investment, and the magic number you should spend on marketing is 7%.
So what's going on here? All right, I love these great claims. You know what? At least he's standing for something. He's standing for something. He's not just going, oh, well, by the way, I asked all these people, no one gave me an answer, and that's the end of the story. At least he said something, okay? 7%, it seems like a safe number. You might be someone's favourite number, might be his favourite number. 7% of someone turning over $100,000 a year is very different for someone turning over $50 million a year, right? Different businesses, and you blanket things at 7%. You go from your company startup where you might be spending upward of 20% on your marketing a year because you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to get to a goal. You don't then take that same percentage and apply it to when you've increased or grown your revenue. There's no silver bullet in marketing. There is no 7% of revenue spend that you spend on your marketing budget. It really has to be determined on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, and how much the business is actually turning over. It's all got to be relative. Okay, so don't go out there and just go, right, we're going back to the boss. We've got to be spending 7% on our marketing. How about you give me some more money? And this is another interesting thing, okay? Another interesting thing is, what do you classify as marketing? What is marketing to you? Because I can tell you this right now, every business that I've come across, every client is different. And what they contribute to marketing is different. Do you put labour costs in there? Do you put associations and memberships in there? Do you put all your printing in there? It does vary. So every business to business is very different of what they call marketing, okay, and marketing expenditure. It's a conversation you need to have with your financial controller, your accountant, your bookkeeper, the people raising your invoices to make sure that everyone knows what's attributed to marketing. All right, great. Thanks for letting me say that, Mr. 7%. Just quickly, if you're a business owner struggling to see results from your marketing, or you're overwhelmed by the thought of marketing your business, we can help. Book in a call with my team using the link in the show notes, and let's get your brand thriving without the struggle. Now, back to the episode. My phone buzzed. That means another video has landed. Are we ready?
Ryan Reynolds is now a billionaire, but it's actually not from acting. It's from this one thing that he calls fast advertising. So what he basically does is he bought a digital marketing company, and he said, for all the companies that I buy, you're going to take whatever's happening in the news and you're going to immediately create ads surrounding it. Peloton, for instance, where the chick was in the ad and her husband bought her an exercise bike and everybody was freaking out. Within 48 hours, Ryan's company had casted a script, shot an ad for his company, drafting off of this little story that was happening, stole all of their attention, and got a ton of sales. So that's Ryan's secrets to success. It isn't actually that he has millions of followers. It's that he took attention and fast execution and put them together to create billion-dollar brands again and again and again.
I think it's a combination of both. It's not, just because he's got these millions of followers and he just has a billion followers. We don't have the luxury of that, right? But that's very clever, isn't it? Attaching yourself to something happening, a real life scenario. We've talked about this before, and I think his results are amplified because of who he is, okay? Even though that was possibly, if that was the real logo, that was terrible, the logo, but if it's working, let's keep going, I guess. But I have to say, this gives us great reason to go out there and try a little bit of something like that for ourselves. How can we take a current topic, something that's trending right now, and attach our brand to it? There's so many brands out there that are doing it, and they're doing it really well. So yeah, see what we can do. We've got something coming in again. We're ready for our next video. Here we go. Oh, watching that again. I freaking love that. I'm watching it again. No, I'm joking. Holy cow, how good was that? Did you see how it actually bounced as well? That was amazing. How great was that? That's a lot of infrastructure, admin, approval is what I'm seeing there. How incredible was that to watch that eyelash flicking back like that? Come on. Well done. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. That was amazing. Look at how that tagline, how I just recalled that from seeing that. My brain went and gathered everything I knew about that brand and brought it to the surface, because that's how incredibly powerful that visual was for me. We all set out to do something amazing, right? These guys took a major risk. They probably spent a bit of money, but you know what that's offset with? The amount of money they would have spent on the capital expenditure of making those items, and the virality of users actually filming it and sharing that to their own stories would have probably been far cheaper than an ad budget. That is an exceptional display of how creativity in marketing wins every time. Amazing. More of that, team. That was brilliant. May that inspire you to go and explore new ways of how you could showcase your product or service. We've got another video coming in. Are we ready?
If you looked at problems psychologically...
Okay, I recognise that voice. My team have fed me this guy before, this marketing genius. All right, let's see what he has to say.
...rather than technologically, you might come up with different answers. And at the time, this is 2009, we just spent £6 billion reducing the journey time of the Eurostar from London to Paris. And I said...
I've travelled that train, so yes. One of my favourite things to do when I lived in London was actually take that bullet train, the underground one, to Paris, and I'd go and ride the teacup ride at Disneyland Paris all the time. Anyway, sorry, back to the video.
Rather than spending £6 billion making it faster, if you want to compete with the airlines, why don't you just spend £50 million putting Wi-Fi on the trains? Which to me was the bigger comparative advantage over flying. If you really want to spend more money than that, you can always spend £1 billion, hire all of the world's top male and female supermodels, get them to walk up and down the train handing out free Chateau Petrus to all the passengers. You'll have saved yourself £5 billion, and people will ask for the trains to be slowed down. If you think about it, make a journey enjoyable enough and nobody's that bothered about how long it lasts. Nobody boasts about how fast their cruise ships are, do they? The perception of time, as measured by engineers, is measured in seconds. In humans, it's kind of measured in pain or boredom or irritation.
Yes, how interesting is that? It is about perspectives, yeah? It's about shifting what we think we know. It's about shifting what we think we should tell the audience about our product, right? And again, understanding that sometimes we aren't our own target audience. So making decisions on behalf of them when we don't actually live the life of them, we don't know what their pain points are. You know, the importance of doing that research around what is actually important to people. Is it time? Is it money? Or is it experience? And relating that back. Yeah, I'd like to go back and watch that again because as we all do, and here's another messaging, I get caught up in the visuals as well as trying to attach myself to the narrative. So yeah, this is just a phenomenal review of how you could just do a little switch in your marketing. Change your perspectives. Review what you think's important in the eyes of your target consumer and maybe try doing something else, something different. And that's it for today's reactions to viral videos that are going out there. Whew, that wasn't too tough on me this time. I had a bit of fun. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. And I look forward to seeing you next time in the Marketing Factory podcast. Thanks for tuning into the Marketing Factory. If today's episode helped bring clarity to your marketing strategy, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Stay connected with us on the socials at The Marketing Factory or at The Marketing Factory AUS, and let's keep turning clarity into action.